Hi. Okay, now we're going to do math. So you'll need your math book. And we're going to look at AM and PM. Sure you've heard of those. So AM deals with time that occurs between midnight and noon. PM refers to time that goes from noon to midnight. So you are asleep for most of AM, and you're asleep for about probably 4 hours of PM. Most of our day is in the PM. Our morning before lunch is AM, and when we wake up is AM, and when we eat dinner is PM. So PM can still have daylight, and AM has a lot of dark, right? From midnight to 6 a.m. So that's 6 hours of darkness. So where we think of AM as in morning, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to circle AM, PM on what we would do in certain cases, okay? Certain scenarios. So let's look at this. Ride the bus to school at 8 o'clock, or in your case, get a ride to school at 8 o'clock. Going to school at 8 o'clock. Is that AM or PM? Well, if you're arriving at school, it's in the morning, so that would be AM. Eat dinner at 6. Would that be 6 AM or 6 PM? Good, that'd be 6 PM because that is after lunch. Okay, let's look at some more. Let's look at page 531. Eat breakfast, 7:15, AM or PM. Eat breakfast, that would be AM. Unless you eat breakfast for dinner, but that would still be dinner. And you know that's the best. Pancakes for dinner or waffles for dinner is just awesome. I used to love that when I was a kid. Number 2, go to art class at 11. Well, would you be there at 11 a.m. or 11 p.m.? You'd be there at 11 a.m. because 11 p.m. you're asleep in bed. So you can do 3 and 4 on your own. And I think you can do page 532 on your own. Let's look at problem solving. For each time, write AM or PM. And again, looking at our schedule at school. Do you remember when we were in school? Remember when we were in school? Think about when we were a couple months ago in school. What about our schedule? What subjects did we have in the morning, before lunch, and what subjects did we have after lunch? So we can do this one together. So reading, would reading be 8:30 a.m. or p.m.? Well, that's going to be AM because 8:30 p.m. you're getting ready for bed or you're in bed. Math, 10 a.m., 10 p.m. Lunch, 12:15 a.m. or 12:15 p.m. That'd be p.m. because a.m. you'd be asleep in bed. 12:15 a.m. is like 15 minutes of the brand new day. Social studies, 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. Science, 1:45 a.m. or 1:45 p.m. And art, 2:30 a.m. or 2:30 p.m. So think about that. We're asleep most of the time during 1 a.m., 1:45 a.m., and 2 a.m. At least I hope you're asleep. You should be asleep. Okay, so you're going to complete these 2 pages, and you're also going to complete PW 152, I believe it is, or the PW page that goes with it. Okay, so kind of an easy math today. You're welcome. Next math is not very easy. So we'll see you in a little bit for some grammar and phonics.